Nobody said anything, oh, you have to make this and you have to do this. My husband said, what are you doing? And I said, I'm making food. He said, why? I said, because I need to. I needed to. I needed to honor, even though that was hard. And many times I didn't feel honored myself. I needed to do this. And so I did it for me. And it wasn't that people were really hungry, but I knew that I was doing this for me, even more than it was for them. And I served. And when they left, I felt whole. For the first time, I think I finally healed that part of my heart that needed to settle some things in me. I don't think this was just about Nabal, and I don't think this was just about David. I think this was Abigail's way of saying, I have dealt with this long enough. And now it's in my hands, and I'm going to make peace with my life. And so she chose. She chose some things. And so some people may not understand this, but when you've lived in the lifestyle that she's had to live, and she's had a harsh husband, and she's had harsh words and not kindness for a long time, the ability to honor is a gift to you. It's her getting out of the jail cell, and it's her choosing to forgive and get up out of it and say, I'm going to move forward. And so as she walked closer to David, this was her walk of freedom. This was her way of walking out of the jail cell she had lived in. And so, no, this was not a defiance against her husband. This was a defiance against the wounds and the hurts and the pain. This was, I'm going to get free, and I'm going to do it in honor. And that's what she did. And she went and treated the not king as king. She went and honored and held the prophet in the place of honor, even though it wasn't there yet. But David had been anointed to be king, so she was honoring him for his calling. It's a very powerful thing. When you see the call of God, even on your children's lives, and you honor them in that calling, it's powerful because you're looking at their potential. She was seeing David's potential. She was seeing the call of God in his life, even though he wasn't there. Right at this point, he's just Robin Hood running around. That's what he was. Verse 19, she says, and said to her servants, go on before me, and behold, I come after you. But she did not tell her husband Nabal. And I say that because, again, I just think some people, I couldn't believe that pastor said that. He was just railing on her this week when I was listening to that. She was wrong not talking to her husband. Are you kidding me? But as she rode on her donkey, she came down, hidden by the mountain, and behold, David, his men, came out opposite her and met them. Now David had said, surely in vain I have protected all of this fellow has in the wilderness, so that nothing was missed of all that belonged to him, and he has repaid me evil for good. May God do so and more also to David if I leave all who belong to him, one male alive, by morning. And then when Abigail saw David, verse 23, she hastened and lightened off the donkey and fell before David on her face. That's a humbling. And kneeling at his feet, she said, upon me alone let this guilt be, my Lord. Now that blows my brain. She didn't say, my husband is a nasty man. He's a jerk. We know it. I live with them. I understand it. But I'm bringing you all this food to pay you back. No. She said, let the guilt be on me, my Lord. And let your handmaid, I pray you, speak in your presence and hear the words of your handmaid. Let not, my Lord, I pray you, regard this foolish and wicked fellow Nabal. For as his name is, so is he. His name actually means foolish and wicked. And I don't know if Nabal was his name from birth or if that's the name that everybody gave him because of that, okay? We don't actually know that. We just know that's what it is.
And that's his name. And folly is with him. But I, your handmaid, did not see my lord's young men whom you sent. She wasn't really, she's saying, I let this be on me. I wasn't involved in it, but let it be on me. I wasn't there. So now, my Lord, as the Lord lives and as your soul lives, seeing that God has prevented you from blood guiltiness and from avenging yourself with your own hand, now let your enemies and those who seek to do evil to my Lord be as Nabal. And now this gift with your handmaid has brought my Lord. Let it be given to the young men who follow my Lord. Forgive, I pray you, the trespass of your handmaid. For the Lord will certainly make my Lord a sure house, because my Lord is fighting the Lord's battles, and evil has not been found in you in all your days. She was saving David from his own bloodlust. He was going to be guilty of Nabal's blood, and she was saving him. A lot of people think this was about Nabal. I really think this had more to do with Abigail, but I also think it had a lot to do with David.